Hello everyone, my name is RobtheMod from the Insane Gamers. This is part 37 of Forza Horizon 5 on the Xbox One. And what we're going to do in this episode is what I said at the end of the last one. We're going to be doing the Gauntlet race. Is that what it was called? There's only one way really to figure it out, is disable all and then what was it, dirt racing or cross country? Put that on and we should hopefully see a big, there it is, yeah, the Gauntlet. So it's ages away, but we're going to go on the freeway to get there, so that's alright. Oh, and that transit van just decided to hit me. Granted, yes, I was on the wrong side of the road, but still. Let's see what the inside of this car looks like, because we didn't have a look at it because we were in the middle of a race last time. Looks nice, to be honest. I can't really look around it, but still. Looks quite nice. Honestly thought that was going to be a crash there for some reason. Right. That guy's just doing donuts, or he was. Come on, this destination is 8 miles away, and it's going to be a long ass race as well. So that'll be fun. But we should get a lot of Horizon Adventure experience like accolade points for doing it. We're on the drag strip now, so let's make sure we don't, you know. Ooh. Well, I was going to say the barriers are not really going to be a problem. But we went through them anyway.
In 400 yards, turn left.
Don't know if I'm I think I might just do something like, might cut this drive out with it being so long. Right, we're here for the Gauntlet. Let's enter the event. Did it say how many miles that was? Because I imagine it's a lot. We'll do this. We'll do the trail cap because we can. And I've never driven it. Right. Yeah, I've had to restart this because apparently I missed a checkpoint in the last one. It's absolutely stupid. Like, wasn't even... I went through the side of it as well. Like, I went... You know, I went over it like that, essentially. And apparently that missed the checkpoint. And I'd literally just got into first place as well. Like, you'd be surprised at how difficult it actually is to catch up to that one in first, that Warby one. On this track. Still can't believe I'm cutting the... I'm just going to try and get right up there. Immediately. But yeah, I was actually enjoying this race, even if it's very slow and long. It's really long. Like, I've been recording for, I don't know, what, 7 minutes in the race. We'd only got up to about 20%. Right, you're getting out of the way, Warby. I'm just doing that to you. There we go, I'm in first. Now I just need to keep in first. Which may not always be possible, but we're going to try and do it. Obviously it won't be if we ever miss a checkpoint, because that's why I restarted it, because I went through I missed the checkpoint and I got put in last place. It's absolute crap. Absolute bullshit, and that's why I restarted it. I was like, no. not allowing anything like that to happen. I don't know if I said this earlier, apologies if I sound ill. Because, well, I am, if it isn't obvious. It's been a week now. Well, it'll be a week tomorrow on the Wednesday. So hopefully this'll go. Whatever it is. But if not, I mean, what really does not help is that it's like summer here in the UK right now. I mean, I know you're seeing this in like October, but it's July when I'm recording it. So yeah, it's the middle of summer and it's really hot, which doesn't help. And then you're trying to get sleep and then that doesn't help because it's too hot. And then you've got like this cold and then you're coughing and it's just awful. Although England, I mean, obviously this is super old news. England women beat Norway 8-0, I think it was, last night. That's I mean, that was catastrophic for Norway. They just completely fell apart in the first half. I mean, it went from 1-0 and 20 minutes later it was 6-0. Like, it was absolutely catastrophic. And in a major tournament as well. Major football tournament. Although, to be honest, well, that's actually going to be a video that's... I was going to say I'll talk about that more in Switch Sports, but I haven't recorded Switch Sports yet, but it's coming out before this, because I'm recording all the Xbox videos at once, then I'm going to record all the PlayStation videos at once, or PlayStation 4 5 videos at once, I should say, and then I'm going to do the other stuff. And I might even do Need to Speak Carbon, even though you guys are not going to see that for a bit, because that's when I've finished. You'll see that when I've finished this game, when I finished Forza Horizon 5. But at the same time I was thinking, hang on, do I want to do it? Because obviously you'll just have a random video in the middle of it where I'm ill. Like, you know, and none of the other videos around me. Please don't say I missed that. I missed that! Ugh! Are you... Right, okay. At least I'm not doing that again because that's just... Considering it's, like, still only 20%. It wasn't even that one that I missed before. It was literally... I think it was this one here. But I can't argue with that one. At least that one was a proper, like, I missed the checkpoint, but still. Total bullshit. Like, I understand why, but why can't it just reset you immediately instead of giving you, like, 5 seconds? Because there's no way you can turn back at the speed you're going. Can you, really? Oh, come on. Let's get going. The only way of getting really to the front as well is to ram them. I don't know what that car is that's in second. But I think that might have been the one that I was... Well, no, I didn't... I think I think that was during the first attempt, so I can't really say. But I was having a conversation about the street race event and how some, like, one of the cars and it was complete bullshit, and I'm like, because it was an off-road one. And I'm like, I'm glad that at least all of our cars are. And I've missed that one. No, I did not miss. How did that not count as missing a checkpoint? By the way, like, I was on the complete opposite side of it, and it did not count. And yet that first one did. That was. I'll have to go back and look in editing, but seriously, I do not think that first one deserved the restart. Right, we're 30% of the way through the race here. See, I told you this was going to be a long one. 7 minutes is how long we've taken. Probably take about like I said, this is going to be the only race in the video. But we earn a crap load of accolade points or whatever for it. But yeah, I'm unsure if I want to do Need for Speed Carbon. Like, and by that I mean I'm going to do it as a series. What I mean is I don't know if I'm going to do it like today. Because, like I said, if I sound ill, it'll just be like part 1's fine, and then part 2, whenever that comes, like, you know, I'll sound ill, and then part 3, hopefully I won't. But it'll just be in the middle of, like, you know, all the videos surrounding it, I won't sound ill, so it's going to just be so weird. So that's why I'm unsure if I want to do it. Like, I've recorded footage of Doom, because that's got what's going to replace Halo Infinite. Although now I know how Halo Infinite works. Now I've got so far in the story. I don't know how long Halo Infinite's going to last, because I haven't got to it yet. I'm in the middle of a mission. But the one that was earlier in the week, it's called this, like, the video's called the Sequence Part 1. The reason for that is because normally the missions in the game are like, you have to do this, this, this. This one, it said multi-stage mission, and all the side quests were still appearing on the map, which weren't normally happening. So I was like, well, hang on, if this is a multi-stage mission, that means I can technically leave, come back and do other things. Which is what I might do, because there's a couple of bases I need to take over in the area. But the thing is, once you've completed that, the story just keeps going. It's just like you can't miss the missions. Like, you can't do any of the side missions until you finish the game. Which isn't how I was playing it. What I was doing was I was doing missions, and I was doing side mission videos, and then, you know. Oh, that was a hairpin. Oh, and then that was a wall. Or barrier, I should say. We're at 43%. So we're nearly halfway there. And we've been going for 10 minutes. I'm trying to be very careful to not miss any of these now. Especially when I get to like 70% or whatever, because I'm not doing that. Like, if I miss one now, I can probably catch back up. Get back into first. But I'm not doing that, like, at 70 or 80%. I'm going to really focus on where the checkpoints are at that point. But yes, Need to Speed Carbon, I actually cannot wait to for that to be a series on the channel, because Need to Be Most Wanted, my you know, one of my favourite games. Certainly well, I haven't played all of them yet, but certainly my favourite Need for Speed of the ones that I've played. I mean, if it wasn't, I wouldn't have completed it about 4 times across different systems. And by different systems, I mean I think I completed it twice on the PS2 and twice on the Xbox 360. And one of them was a Let's Play. And then I also completed the Challenge series on the 360. And I got pretty close to completing the Challenge series on the PS2 when I played it as a kid. So yeah, Need to Be Most Wanted, one of my most favourite. My most favourite of the Need to Be games. Carbon is the sequel. In case you didn't know, it takes place immediately after. I was always disappointed in it slightly when I was a kid because of what happens at the start. I mean, granted, I understand why they needed to do it, but it was just, I mean, spoilers, I guess, if you're really into Need to Be Most, like, if you want to see the series and you don't want spoilers, I would say don't listen for, like, the next 20 seconds or so, but, you know, at the end of Need to Be Most Wanted, the plot is your car is basically stolen off you by Razer, your BMW M3 GTR, and you work through the entire story, getting it back, defeating the blacklist racers, and basically you get it back at the end of the game, and you run from the police and escape the head of the police, who was Cross. And literally his name is Cross. Right, now I'm going to go on to Need to Be Carbon, so like I said, spoilers. Need to Be Carbon, right at the beginning of the game, you're still outrunning the police and you crash your car and you completely total it. So you spend all of Most Wanted getting the car back, and then you just immediately lose it at the start of Carbon, and it always annoyed me as a child, but I understand why they had to do it, because you needed to have a reason for, you know, starting over again. But I just wish there'd been a different way of doing it. Right, we're at 60%, or nearly. We're at 59%, I should say. Gavin Free from Rooster Teeth is right on my tail. Come on. Oh, this is where I need to be careful, because I don't want to miss any of these, because I've done that before on one of the downhill races. Unless one of the AI just did. Or driver tires, I should say. God, this is a huge, like, switchback road. Come on. We're going up to, like, the volcano or something here, aren't we? I mean, look at this coming up. And you're expecting us to do this at 120 mile an hour? Well, no, because we've got to brake, but yeah. Ooh. That was awesome drifting, apparently. Well, not awesome drifting, we got some drift somehow. Even though we're in a four-wheel drive car, so that shouldn't technically be possible. I love how you'll be, like, in editing, in the commentary you'll be able, you'll be able to hear the sticks on the controller moving here. It's like, really? But there's nothing really I can do about it. I've got it underneath the desk, so it's just the incredible high sensitivity of the microphone. Are we going to go down the other side of this mountain as well? Isn't that, like, even harder? That's going to be great. So yeah, you really need to concentrate. Right. We're nearly at 69% and then 70, obviously. Come on. Right. Right, 69%, nice. Now we're going sort of on the snow. Once we get to 70, I'm going to pause it, because me being ill, I mean too much information, but I need to blow my nose, so there we go. Right, hopefully that's helped in some capacity, and god, that was a big gap that I came back to. Oh, drop I should say, not gap. Yeah, we're going down the mountain. And it's this course, this will be fun, because I think this is one where I had a challenge. Yeah, did this make it into the video? I can't remember. There was one where I had a challenge and it was just totally impossible and I just ended up quitting it. Probably then it didn't make it into the video, but it's one like the season events. It was like, oh, you got to do this race. And it decided to put like me in like, well, I decided to come up in my 4-wheel drive Audi that I just bought. And then it decided, oh, I'm going to spawn loads of all these heavy duty trucks to go down the mountain with you. And there was absolutely no way, like, all these rocks on the side and whatever you'll be able to see. Like, it was impossible to get down. Because if you tried to get round the trucks, they were just in the way. There's more up there, to be honest. Well, that was a problem. But, yeah. Actually, it was around here as well. Let's see if we can see any of these rocks that were causing me issues. Can't really see any of them. Well, volcanic rocks, presumably, from the volcano. Not those little rocks on the ground that were hitting. Those, like, proper, like, huge big ones. I know we drove past one earlier. Yeah, let's not miss any of these checkpoints as we're going down here. I'm making sure to go right between them. I'm not trying to skip any of them at all. We could have almost skipped that one because we lost control. But obviously we still want to have some amount of speed to stay in the lead. Oh, that was a wall. Oh, I've ruined my streak there. Damn it. I was doing quite well. And obviously when you're on the dirt like this, the vehicle does not brake as quickly as it used to. Which, considering this vehicle did not really brake very well at all in the first place, is not great. The next video, by the way, tomorrow will be GTA 4. Because I accidentally, well, not accidentally, but like, I was doing a GTA 4 video and then I was getting ready to finish and the game decided to phone and do the hostile negotiation mission, which is one of the ones where it's not on the map. The character just phones you and it's just like, oh, by the way, do this. You have no choice, basically. I mean, I think I could have turned it off and it would have called next time, but I thought, let's get it out of the way. It's done. So that's what's happened. Right, we're at 84%. We need to be very, very careful here. 20 minutes racing, seriously. In the actual footage right now is 40 minutes. You know, driving there, and then the first attempt at the race and all that, it's just... This is going to be a big file that it's going to save. That it will have saved. I'm going to end up deleting after obviously it's all got rendered. That's the one thing that slightly annoys me about the Elgato. I mean, I'm not sure why it does it. I assume it's for Well, now that I think about how the HD PVR did it, it's understandable, right? So the Elgato, it records stuff, and it saves it all into like this library folder, but then it exports it into like an MP4 folder, into an MP4 file, and saves it somewhere else on the computer. But it never deletes the original like footage that it recorded after it's done that. And I never, like, I don't understand why, but then I think, okay, and it's like, hang on, the HD PVR, when I actually use that, it would record into, like, some format called M2TS, and then you'd have to convert it in, like, because Sony Vegas wouldn't accept that format, so you'd have to, like, convert it using Handbrake into an MP4 file. So I'm going to have to check if the Elgato actually records in that M2TS. I think it does record in MP4, so to be honest, I don't know why it bothers converting, like exporting it again, but I guess it does. Right, they're almost caught up to me, and we're at 93%. There we go. We're on the road now. Hopefully we won't be too far from the finish line. Maybe a minute or two. Make sure we don't miss any of these checkpoints. Because I'm going to be so disappointed in myself if I do. We're going past our house that's down there. We shouldn't be able to miss any if we're tasked with staying on the road. I guess it does that so you can't really skip any of the corners. Here we go. It's right up here. We've absolutely won this one. Might even do a spin. Like that. 24 minutes that took. Right, well, that's good. So that was the Gauntlet event. Very long race, as they always are at the end of these things. So we've got one more of those to do.
You're unbelievable, you know that? I pulled out all the stops on that one. I really thought I had you.
Oh, and we didn't even... Seriously, we didn't rank up our accolade thing there? Oh well. We maybe ranked up our... Yep, we've ranked up our racing stuff, like our actual level. Oh, really? 858 XP away. Right, let's see what we've got from our wheel spin. Wow, 5,000 credits. I'm so happy. I think we'll have some more wheel spins from ranking up. Right, well.
Hey Rob, you're on the
That was
road.
that? Right, okay. So, we're gonna... Have we got any more Horizon wheel spins? Yes, we've got 2. Right. Let's just get this out of the way. Yes, give me the money, come on, just spin it. You may wonder why I'm trying to rush this. There's a reason. There we go. It's because when I recorded a bunch of stuff last time, the other day, I recorded it, and then about this time, there was a power cut that just completely happened. So I want to make sure I've got the footage recorded and like exported before that happens. Horizon Adventure. Next time we will be wrestling with a monster. We'll be doing that.
I've been sitting on this one for a while. It's the showcase I've always wanted to do. See you there.
Right. So yeah, I've been Robin from the Insane Gamers. Thank you very much for watching part 37 of Forza Horizon 5 on the Xbox One, and ta-ra.